always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Covey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think with just plowing ahead. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first?
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. At the 35, he's got room. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Bearcats are rolling down the field. Looking for space. It's Walker. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Quickly complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Washington's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
With the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They're going to run it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grover. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Wants to throw on third. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield on first down. Snags it inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Bearcats have moved it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Walker. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score! Trying to bull his way in. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the D deny them on second and goal? It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Finding open areas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Mark down after 50. And first down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
And the Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Rolling the dice. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Can't get, just shedding tackles. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for him.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. Fakes to grab. Open space at the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Breaks into the open. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Quick spin on the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down, really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense. Because
the Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a squad out of the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Bearcats offense comes on the field first today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
For a draw. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Boy, trawls and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Bearcats have 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught, 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Royer. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The completion makes it 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Bearcats looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass is off target. He got easy through as the 3rd down pressure worked. Coach elected to go for a field goal attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Touchdown, Bearcats! They cap the drive with 6 points.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, and it's a touchdown.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Caldwell. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a 1st down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Really good route here by this receiver. Quarterback does his job, puts the ball right where it needs to be. But how about the play by that defender to knock it away?
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That's big. They convert on 3rd and set him up 1st down from the 32. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Looks like the Bearcats with 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looks to the left, pass caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a man. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a 1st down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Incompletion 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Walker. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. That's caught. It's Royer. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away.
Oh, and he knocks it right through.
First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the ball.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
They look to throw it here on second down. The sure hands. It's Allen. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Cincinnati in front at the moment. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he drops back in the gun. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. Human clock with the running game. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. Tailback takes the handoff again. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking for a gap. It's Walker. Here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Shouldn't make a huge difference here, but the defense does have 2 timeouts remaining. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And the defense calls time here with 23 seconds left.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He hands it off from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Well, this is a game that these winning players are never going to forget. Nobody gave them respect, gave them a chance in this game, and they came in and took care of business against a ranked team.
And on the other side, it's just inexcusable if you're a top 10 team to come out and not play up to your standard. A lot of soul-searching going to be happening for this football team during practice next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.